Moving on, the Congress has renewed its attack on Shashi Tharoor, accusing him of being quote-unquote Modi-fied. Pawan Khera has shared an excerpt from his 2018 book, The Paradoxical Prime Minister. In that passage, Tharoor had praised the Congress-led UPA government for conducting surgical strikes with restraint and without politicizing them. While the Congress upped its ante in attacking Tharoor, the Congress MP has remained defiant over his first surgical strike claim. The Operation Sindoor envoy has clarified that his remarks were preceded by a reference to the several attacks that have taken place in recent years alone, during which previous Indian responses were both restrained and constrained, respecting the LOC. Congress leaders have said that they are in full support of the party's top brass if they mull over Tharoor's suspension from the party. The BJP has backed Tharoor's India's first official surgical strike claim, citing a 2017 response by the Army's Directorate General of Military Operations, DGMO, to a PTI query. The response clearly stated that there are no records of any surgical strike before September 29, 2016.
But what has changed in recent years is that the terrorists have also realized they will have a price to pay. On that, let there be no doubt. When, for the first time, India breached the line of control between India and Pakistan to conduct a surgical strike on a terror base, a launch pad, the Uri strike in September 2015, that was already something we had not done before. Even during the Kargil war, we had not crossed the line of control. In Uri, we did. Then came the attack in Pulwama in January 2019. This time we crossed not only the line of control, we crossed the international border and we struck a terrorist headquarters in Balakot. Our Prime Minister has made it very clear. Operation Sindoor was necessary because these terrorists came and wiped the Sindoor off the foreheads of 26 women by depriving them of their husbands and their married lives. In fact, there were some women who cried out, "The terrorists, kill me too." And they said, "No, go back, tell what happened to you." We heard their cries. And India decided that the color of the Sindoor, that vermilion color on the forehead of our women, will also match the color of the blood of the killers, the perpetrators, the attackers.
I think that's a closed chapter because Dr. Tharoor has already clarified today that he did not mean that no action has been taken in the past. The BJP always tries to divide. They won't succeed here. Let them try.
अगर वो गलत बात बोल रहे हैं, कांग्रेस का इतिहास मिटाने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो मैं कांग्रेस में हूँ भाई। मेरी अपनी व्यक्तिगत मुझे लाभ की चिंता नहीं है। मैं अपना सेक्रीफाइस करने को तैयार हूँ। तो लेकिन जिस पार्टी में हूँ, उस पार्टी के साथ मैं नहीं खड़ा रहूँगा, एक कांग्रेसी नहीं खड़ा होगा। उस पार्टी को आप लहूलुहान कर रहे हैं कि उन्होंने कुछ किया नहीं है। ये फर्जी मोदी जी का फर्जी सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक इसको आप बड़ा महिमा मंडित कर रहे हैं। क्या अचीव किया है अभी? यह तक डिफेंड करना थरूर द्वारा कि सिक्योरिटी लैब से तो हर जगह होते हैं, ये अपराध है भाई।
The way in which the Congress party has dishonorably doubted and discredited Operation Sindoor, the Congress party has absolutely failed our nation, the Congress party has failed our armed forces, and the Congress party has failed our people. This irresponsible behavior of the Congress party will be written in the black letters of our history. Now, why is the Congress party so upset? Why is the Congress party irked and angry? And why are they behaving like sore losers and, making such scathing and spiteful remarks? The blunt truth is that the Congress leadership cannot tolerate the fact that a delegation member praised the Indian armed forces under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji for securing this remarkable victory.
And cutting across to Mosmi Singh now joining us on the broadcast. Mosmi, at a time when Shashi Tharoor is putting out India's message on a global platform, the kind of politics that is brewing back home is about claiming credit. And in the present context where we see that Shashi Tharoor being backed by the BJP, both talking the same when it comes to the claim on surgical strikes, the Congress is saying that Shashi Tharoor's leaning has changed.
No, actually, you know, you've got many leaders in the Congress party who feel that Shashi Tharoor has breached the Congress's Lakshman Rekha way beyond the party line, and that's why you have Udit Raj and other leaders slamming Tharoor. But Pawan Khera, in his fresh remark, has recently tried to cap that entire row by saying that, you know, if Mr. Tharoor has explained himself, then we'll rest it at that. Question really is whether this is a temporary ceasefire brokered or this is actually a truce bought between Tharoor and the Congress party. Ragini Naik joining us right there. She's a very vocal spokesperson of the Congress party. Ragini, how do you respond? Because even in his post, what Mr. Tharoor is saying doesn't really match with the praises that he's heaping on Modi government or talking about surgical strikes being done first time in Modi government.
I think what he has written categorically in his book, and an excerpt has also been attached in Mr. Pawan Khera's tweet, it's for all to see. He has categorically mentioned and accepted the fact that there were surgical strikes during the UPA regime and when Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister.
And he was a minister in the
He was also a minister. I think he was privy to certain information at that point in time. I believe that if there is a discrepancy in the two statements that he has given, I think he would be the right person to comment on it. I think when he comes back, you should ask that question to him, and I would also like to know the answer of that.
He comes back to the Congress or he goes to the BJP fold is what your colleague Udit Raj is saying. So the question really is, why is he breaching the party line time and again?
I think the media is making a mountain out of a molehill. We shouldn't be doing this at a time when representatives of all political parties in the interest of the country are traveling abroad, and also in a way kind of, you know, exposing all that the Pakistani terrorists have done in our country. I think we should stand united and we should focus on the larger issues. ये बाल की खाल निकालना अभी नहीं करना चाहिए.
So there you are, Ragini Naik saying बाल की खाल निकालने का काम अभी नहीं करना चाहिए, thereby underlining that somewhere the media is making a mountain out of a mole. But question really is that Shashi Tharoor, one after the other, has been you know, praising the Modi government's policies in terms of national security, and whereas he's not mentioned anything about the same government that he was a minister of. That's the Manmohan Singh government.
Absolutely. And fact remains that all these questions will be posed to Tharoor once he is back in India. I want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast.